Hi everyone, today I'm going to have a look at this Lancool 207 Digital from Lian Li, and I will be only talking about the dashboard, or should I say the LCD panel. Based on the fact the construction of the Lancool 207 Digital is the same as the Lancool 207. I've done that content on the original Lancool 207. If you guys have missed that, you can click on the top right hand corner and it will take you to that content. Now before I begin, I'd like to thank Lian Li to have provided this unit for me to share with everyone, and to Block Soda to have done the arrangement on the delivery. This panel is located right in front of the case at the bottom, and this is of a 6-inch IPS LCD screen. And as for the resolution, this is at 1620 by 720 in pixel. It has a refresh rate of 60 MHz and a brightness of 500 nits. Now, how you plug this, in fact, is through this cable over here. This is a 9-pin USB connector. This is supposed to connect to your motherboard USB 2.0. Now, in the event if you do not have any more USB 2.0 header on your motherboard, you can plug this to your rear I/O USB port, whereby they have provided you with this cable. Okay, this is the cable. This one. So what it does is having your 9-pin right plugged to here, and the other end, this is where you plug to your rear USB port, and that will help your LCD to function with the L-Connect 3 application. Once the system is up and running, first thing to do is to detect the display or the LCD on your case, see if it is connected to your motherboard. So you'll need to launch the device manager, head down all the way down where you see the Universal Serial Bus devices. Open it up, make sure you have this listed, which is the Lian Li 207 LCD version 1.0. Once you've done that, head down to the official website of Lian Li, download the L-Connect 3 application, install it, and you will be having this display over here. So this is the interface of the L-Connect 3, and on my right, this is in fact a floating dashboard. In the event if you were to close this, right, see, this will still be here, and it's just telling you the basic stats of your system. You can change this if you want to, just a brief introduction. See, you can just close this, you can add whatever you want. See, it will just show. Now this is pretty neat, whereby it will just float on your screen. If you do not want this, right, go back to the full dashboard. Now the full dashboard, how you bring it up is on your lower right where you have this taskbar. Okay, it's pretty dark. I wish they should change the logo to white so that you can see on the taskbar. So when you double click on this, right, dashboard will appear. So in order to close this, right, you can either close over here, but when you close over here, right, it doesn't shut. So next time when you launch, right, it will open automatically. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, if you find that you want this floating and you don't want this color, right, you can just click here. See, this is what happened. Okay, now back to the dashboard. So if you do not want this at all, the floating plane, you can just shut down. And listed over here, right, you will see 207 Digital, which is this, and your screen itself will look like this. I've pulled out the L-Connect 3 application on my right, and on my left, this is the actual display on the case itself. Now, for basic function, this is a preview of what you're going to see on the actual screen. So if you to toggle to another template, take for example, and you apply, see, it will just reflect. So back to this, you can at the meantime do the brightness of your screen. Now if I do this, right, see, it's going to be over bright. So adjust to according to what your comfort zone is, which is for me 25%. Now over on the extreme right, these are the stats of my fans, which is CPU 1 the radiator fans, CPU 2 my pump, and followed by my chassis fan. Now I believe this in future Lian Li will come out with the capability to plug all these stats to the display. Right now, you can only see this on the dashboard. Now, at the lower section where you have 3 sections where you have template, custom theme, and additional. I'll start off with the template. Now for template, you can choose all the preset templates so that you don't have to go and feeder, to do the customization and such. There are some pretty nice template, I would say. I in fact like this. See, this is really nice, or this. So these are the template that you can choose. Now in the event, if you want this template but you don't want the background, you can click on change background. You can either upload the still pictures, the animated GIF and such. Now for update of image, upload of image, you can choose either JPEG or even PNG if I'm not wrong. So once you load your picture, right, see, it will show. Or if you fancy to load your own animation like MP4 or animated GIF, you can upload through here too. So take for example, I'm going to load this. See, it's going to take some time to load. Once it's loaded, right, see, it's playing on the background. So this is how it is. Now as for screen capture and recording, right, I will show you later. Now, so these are the basic that you can do. If you don't like the background, you want to revert back, right, you can just click on revert and it will take you to the original of the template. Next, I will talk about the custom theme. Now for custom theme, okay, let me just delete this. For custom theme, you can start off with the image first, or you can set the template that you wanted. So let's say you want this, right, you just apply. Oops, sorry, you have to add first, then you apply. It will display on the screen but without any background. And you can change all these fonts if you want to. This is one thing that is good. See, look at the fonts over here. So you can change up to you. I prefer to use this hyperspace race and add, or should I say update first, where you see the preview over here, right, is shown, then you apply. Then it will show. See, it changes all the font. You can even change the colors if you want to. Let's say I want it to display yellow. Select the color and to deep over here, then do an update. Once you click on update, right, it will preview over here on the extreme right. Then you apply. Then all this will follow according to what you have set. Now, right now, it's actually pretty limited on the editing of colors and such. I hope that in future, Lian Li will improve on this. But right now, this is more than sufficient. So let me just place this. I would to prefer this back. Okay, something like the, oops. Remember, when you select the color, make sure you deep over here and update. Then you apply. Okay, it will reflect. So these are things that you can do. You can select the template that you wanted, then you do the layout. Now back to the info over here, the image. You can upload the image. Let me just show you. Okay, you can upload the image. Let's say I want to add this. Now, when you add it to this and when you apply, right, the stats will go away. See? But do not worry, you can always go back to the theme info, right, and to load it. Since it's already preset, you have done the presets, so this will show. Now, as for the last one, okay, let me just change the image first to something clearer. Okay, probably this. I'll just apply. Now, for the last section where it says modular, when you click on this, right, you can select whatever you want to show. So let's say you want this, right? Okay, probably I want this. You can add and place according to what or where you want it. As you can see here, modular 1. And what do you want to display? Do you want to display the CPU temperature and such? You can always go to the property, the layout, and to set. Take for example, you want to display the CPU load. You can just select here. You can change the font. So this is actually a preview page anyway. So I like this, and you update. See, it will preview over here. So when you apply, right, it will show on the screen. Okay, let's say you want another layout, or should I say you want another display. You can come back to this as type, then probably I will do, probably do this. Okay, you can't drag and drop. I wish that you can drag and drop. You will have to click on add. When you add this, right, see, modular tool. So you can just adjust this to your liking. Okay, want it big. Or if you want to know the actual height, I mean the y-axis and the x-axis, right, for the alignment, right, you can make use of the property. So let's say, for example, this I would to set to 50. Okay, then I click on modular one, which is this. I will just do 50. So you can do this alignment through this property. Anyway, for the layout, let's go back to modular tool. Now, as you can see, this is a different font from this. Okay, if I have to apply, right, see, this is of a different font of this. You want to change it, just change to the fonts that you wanted. Make sure you point to the modular as stated over here, then you change the fonts. Then when you apply, okay, you have to update first. This is rather troublesome, I should say. Update first, make sure you reflect over here, then you click on apply, then it will display. Now you can change color too if you want to. Now this is more flexible, as in like you can change the color of the text and the temperature. Let me just show you. If I were to set this, let's say to yellow, update, see? So the stats of the graph and this will be in the yellow. Or you can set the wording, alright, to this. Let's say you can do this and you update. See, it changes. And for this, right, the temperature over here, you can change also. Okay, let me just put this here. Take for example, make sure you update, and when you apply, see, all the colors will change. So this is actually how you play with the alternative on the, modular stats, which is from here, the type, you can select what you wanted. Now, assuming you like what you have done, you can save this template. When you click once, right, when you go back to template at the top, see, this is your template. It will be there. Now, this other template here, right, the preset ones, you can't delete. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, let's say this, right, I can't delete. But for your own template that you have declared, let's say you click here on apply, you do not like this at all, you can just delete. Okay, and you will be gone. So this is actually custom theme that you can do. Of course, you can add animation if you want to. Okay, you can upload animation. I will take, for example, this. Again, when you load animation, right, MP4s and such, right, I would advise not to go above 3 minutes. Okay, max is about 5 minutes. Though it's stated around 10 minutes, but don't let the system take up too much system resources. So leave it as 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Anyway, once you have done this, right, you can click on apply. As mentioned to you, right, when you started off with the image, when you load, right, it will show you the image but not the stats. So you will need to go to the theme info, whatever you have selected, you can just apply. Then it will display. Okay, you can do that. Or you can change the module, up to you, what you want. You can click, see, this is your module. So you have different, you have two different types of play. Now, coming to the additional, this offline clock, meaning to say when your system turn off, right, there will be a display. There will be a display, digital display on the, there will be a clock displayed on the digital display, okay, when your system is off, on standby mode. And if you don't fancy all this stuff and you just want a secondary, or should I say another monitor, right, you can just click this. And when you do this, right, okay, you hear the noise. And, oops. Okay, go haywire. This is what happened. Alright, when you set this to secondary display, So when you do this, right, oops, see, my mouse is on here. I can do this on my secondary display. It's rather small, okay, and my screen is not justifiable. I mean, my camera is not justifiable because the thing is very sharp, but it's bright. That's why it's showing a lot of contrast and such. So you can do this as a secondary display, up to you. I'm just going to turn it back to the original. See, this is what you'll see. Back to your configuration. So this is actually how you do it. Now I'm just going to show you how I do the screen capture, because it needs a wider screen. So things like when you want to do the screen capture and the recording, same to custom, you can do a screen capture and the recording. For screen capture or screen recording, be it at the template section or the custom theme, you can do that. For template, just click on change background. You can have these two functions. And for custom theme, click on add. Under image and video, click on add. You have these two functions over here. Starting off with the screen capture. So when you click on this, right, it will give you this interface, a rectangular highlighted green box with the function buttons over here. And at the center where you have the crossbar. So just align to where you want to capture. Once that's done, you're okay with this image, click on the check sign. You can either edit or to import. Now, just to show you the editor, the thing is that you can't change this resolution or you can't change the size based on the fact that it's fixed to the resolution of your screen. But you can do these settings like the saturation, the brightness, okay, see, you can grow dimmer, brighter and such. You can do this, or you can even set blur or such. So by doing all this, right, okay, let me just do this. You can just import. So when you import, right, it will be on your preview and will be added over here under custom theme. So once you have select this, right, as you can see, I can select here. Select the screen capture that you have done, apply. And when you apply, it will show over here. And of course, as mentioned to you, right, when you're dealing with the custom theme and such, right, you will need to, I mean, for the stats to load, right, you need to hit to the theme info and see, it will show. So this is how it is on the screen capture. Else for the screen recording, still under custom theme, click here, click on screen recording. Again, they will give you this box over here with all the function keys over here. And this again is fixed. Okay, you can't resize or such. So take for example, I'm going to make use of this. Okay, let me just hide this. So you can align to where you want it. Once you're okay with it, okay, you can play the video. Click on the recording. So when you record, right, it will tell you how long did you record, which is listed over here. So let's say I'm going to record 10 seconds. Once this is done, right, you can just click this. If you want to redo, you can just, you know, confirm clearing the file first, redo the recording again. So I'm just going to pull it back again. Click on record again. So you record, telling you how much time that you have done the recording. Once that's done, you're okay with it, click on the check mark. Now again, you can either import directly to show what you have done on the recording, or you want to do some editing. This is the editor interface. So on the editor interface, right, there is a start point. This is the start point and this is the end point. You can do preview just by playing it. Okay, these are the functions that you can do. See, speed up, backwards, such. So you're saying that, okay, I want to do this point, okay, to start. So as mentioned to you, right, these are the playback. You can pause it if you want to. It's like, you know, you can play, pause. Or you want to play, rewind it, pause. So let's say you want this to be the start. Okay, probably I were to go further. Okay, this one, I mean this timestamp, right, or this line here, right, you want to be the start of the video where it plays on your screen. Click here and pull. So this will be your start point. Then take for example, you don't want it to end. You don't want it to end this way. You want it to end here. Take the end point, drag, and to do this. Once you're happy with it, you can also set your contrast. See, is it too bright or what? You can just adjust over here. Once you've done this, right, you can import. And when you import, right, this will take some time. Okay, let me just close this. This will take some time to load. Just wait for it, because it's calculating it. This is done. So as you can see, the preview, it's recorded. In order to load, again, click on apply. And your main screen will have this. See? Earlier on was this, the screenshot with the info, which is this. So right now, I've done the screen recording, which is this. So when you apply, right, it will show. But as mentioned to you, there won't be any stats. You will need to head down to the team info and to click on apply. I wish that this team info, right, whatever you have set, right, will just be there. So when you load the image, right, it will be there too. So this is actually how you do on the on this custom theme. Now for template, in order to change, right, now let me just show you something. If you want to change, right, make sure you select a template and to load it first. If not, by clicking on change background, for example, this is under the custom theme that you have done, okay, and you come back to template and you want to change the background, you can't. See, you have to do a capture over here, right, and to import. See, it doesn't change. So you need to select a template first, apply, okay, then you can do the changes. Okay, take for example, I'm taking this, import. See, now this is something which I will prefer what the interface should do. When you have your template, as in like your info, right, set it there, when you change the background, you should just change the background for the custom theme which I showed you earlier, but it did not. So I hope that there are some changes over here. Now for screen recording, same thing. It's just like what I've shown you earlier. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through it again. It's like, it's the same old step. So that is actually how it is when you do the screen recording, right? When you import under this template, right, you will just straight away plug in. Besides the normal template that you have all the presets and you can do the custom, there are also people doing the theming and such, and to upload on the internet. You can add those templates that's done by other people. How you do it? Now under template, click here, or be it default or favorite, you have this. You can click on this plus sign over here and click on more info. When you click on more info, it will take you to this page. Okay, it will tell you there are third-party theme templates and such. So click on here, there will be additional template. Now for the moment right now, this additional site or the server itself, right, is having some issues, so they're gonna improve on it. But anyway, these are the templates that's been done by other people. So you can just download this, and once this is downloaded, assuming it's downloaded, right, at this template you can just upload. Okay, see, upload and select whatever file that you have been downloaded, and you will import to this template area. So you can just select and to download, to display on your display. The experience I had with this 6-inch IPS panel was great. By looking at it, it is very sharp. The resolution is sharp too. The refresh rate is there. Plus, when I play back all the animated movies or such, right, which is MP4 or such, see, it's smooth. It doesn't have jaggeds, or it doesn't have any, deterring or such, which is nicely done. And the screen display on the stats is clearly shown. Now, there's something which I hope that Lian Li can improve on, which is the customization on the statistics that is shown on the screen, and having some customization on the screen capture and such, where you can resize it. I understand that based on the resolution you have to fix the screen capture, but hopefully they have set up in a way that you can customize the rectangular box to a certain capture. You can fix the resolution as 1620 by 720, but you can just shrink it or enlarge it to that fixed size. That would be great. Then for customization, right, I find that it's pretty limited in a way that I wish to see my radiator pump just like the Kalahad 2 LCD. I can see the RPM on the pump itself and such, and also the water temperature on the radiators, or should I say the liquid AIO. So these are the minor things that probably there's still room for improvement, but overall I had a very good experience with the LCD panel, and not forgetting the whole structure of the case. Okay, it's not only on the screen, the whole structure of this case is well done, very good airflow. With this said, I'd like to thank Lian Li to have provided this unit for me to share with everyone, and to Block Soda to have done the arrangement on the delivery. And for those of you actually new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you like my content, do remember to subscribe and to click on the notification bell button. Now, do me a big favor, if you like this content, do remember to click on the like button. With this said, take care, goodbye, see ya.